Well, having sold 400 million records between them, Elvis Presley and the Beatles are two of the most legendary musical acts of all time. And this weekend, a special show will celebrate the legacy of them both. Mark Anthony is one of the best Elvis tribute performers in the world, and John Cater is one member of the highly renowned Beatle Boys. And they both join us now. Boys, welcome to the Ange, Rob and Robbo Show. I've got to say, this sounds like such an exciting show. Mark, is there a song by Elvis that really gets the audience going?
Yeah, I'd have to say there are a few. There's quite a few. It's always up-tempo ones, though. Burning Love, Suspicious Minds, that always gets them on their feet. Suspicious Minds every time.
Does it ever get the knickers removed and they throw them at you a bit like Tom Jones?
Yeah. Sometimes the drummer ends up with them all. I don't know how that happens, but he does.
I've always wondered, when someone goes to a concert, do they take the knickers they've got off, or do they bring a pair they've thought of earlier?
Well, thankfully, every time I've happened to receive a pair, they were brought to the show. So, whether they were worn earlier, I still don't know, but they were brought in a bag.
Fair enough. John, what is it about the Beatles' music that makes them so timeless?
What makes them timeless? Well, I think, for starters, I think they were around the time when a lot of new things were happening, like studio experimentation and just an alignment of things, where Elvis was, off to war and a lot of people were kind of flaying from the 50s, and there was a new time for something to happen. And their songwriting was amazing, and they just paved new ground, and they made their way through. They had their roots in rock and roll, but they really branched out and explored, and especially with the studio, it made them find new things. So yeah, it was timeless in that sense, where it kind of broke away from the traditional way of writing music.
And what is it like to play such an iconic band? People know they love the Beatles, and this is the same with Elvis. What is the kind of feeling you get from the audience?
Yeah, well, I know that I do. I treat it like I'm just another fan in the room. It's the only way I can sort of get myself, grounded and just do the job. And when you show the enthusiasm for the music, they see that. And I'm just another guy in the room that's just lucky enough to play the stuff, and so that's how I take it.
I love that. Mark, you've had great success with your shows. You're even endorsed by Elvis Presley Enterprises and Graceland USA. There's a lot involved with that to get that kind of certification. What makes you stand out from the crowd? Because there are a lot of people who like to do a bit of Elvis.
Well, yeah, that's right. There are a lot of people that like to do Elvis, but getting the recognition from Graceland and Elvis Presley Enterprises, it was just something that came out of the blue from them to myself. I'd been working for them and with them for many years. From about 2008, I was on every one of their Elvis Presley cruises. We used to cruise around Mexico or the Bahamas. It was really, really cool.
Oh, wow.
And we did that until about every year until 2012 was the final one they did. And just eventually they sent me an email. I would have preferred it in the old-fashioned letter in the post, but I had this email come in one day, and it was from the people at I know them by name at Elvis Presley Enterprises, and opened it up, and it read there that thank you for your ongoing work, and we like to acknowledge that you are one of the top acts in the world at the moment. So it was really nice to get that from them, and I didn't have to worry about trying to prove myself much more after that.
No, absolutely. And I'll be honest, there was a scene back there, and I looked down at the monitor, and I thought we were running archival vision of Elvis. In completely honest, I thought it was Elvis, and then I looked again and realised, oh no, it's Mark. That's how good you are, Mark. So congratulations. I think you guys do a fabulous job, and what I love, you're two bloody nice blokes. Well, you can catch this special show, Elvis and the Beatles, live in concert at the State Theatre in Sydney this Saturday, the 8th of May. What a great Mother's Day Eve present. There are two shows because one was simply not enough. Just head to thestatetheatre.com for tickets. Mark and John, thank you so much for being on the Ange, Rob and Robbo show.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks, Robbie, for having us.
See Ange, Rob and Robbo, Ange, Rob and Robbo show, Rob and Robbo show.